What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I have a scheduled interview with one R. Kelly coming pretty soon. I'll let you guys know about that. But speaking of R. Kelly, I've witnessed the literal takedown of R. Kelly over the years, especially after that Lifetime documentary came out. And of course, I'm not saying that, R. Kelly isn't guilty or that he didn't deserve it, because I was hearing about R. Kelly in the 90s when I was in middle school and what he was doing. But I seen that man fall from grace even after the allegations. And my only thought was, he probably felt that he couldn't be caught or he couldn't be stopped. Because if he felt like he could be stopped, he probably would have stopped. And such is the case with Mr. Andrew Tate. Now, again, he was a kickboxer, and then, he's been training over the years. But, Andrew he lives an opulent lifestyle. That's something about Mr. Tate that I really figured out. In comparisons to some people like R. Kelly, where you can honestly know where the wealth is coming from, Andrew Tate, nobody knows how he really got rich. Some people say webcams. Some folks say other things. He admitted it wasn't fighting. But then again, Andrew Tate's commentary on women, saying some, I'm not saying it's over the top for everybody, but obviously he says things that, of course, one may think, but you never would say it. And then at the same time saying these things, living a very opulent lifestyle, a very flashy lifestyle, a lifestyle that would make most people very envious. I mean, he's in shape, and apparently men like him, not like that, but he's a guy he's a very intelligent man. Women are like him. And so all of these things put together make somebody want to come after him. And such is where we're at today. Now, Andrew Tate, as everybody knows, after being arrested in Romania and having some of his cars taken away, people are now saying that Mr. Andrew Tate is money laundering, because what he really does makes all the money. Now, he could be trolling people and all of that, but this is what they have allegedly in track records, right? Chat records. And, and obviously he's talking about, to women about what he really does and illegal things and documents. And so then with that added to sex trafficking, now you have this big, as Anthony Brown Logan would say, kerfuffle. Now, Andrew Tate does have many supporters, many brothers, especially in the manosphere, that are rooting for his cause. But I think that this, again, teaches us a lesson. Number one, if you're rich, like really rich, don't talk about women. That needs to be the case, all right? If you're rich, the positions that he has on women don't need to be talked about. Again, that's controversial coming from somebody in the manosphere. I've seen them come after Kevin. I've seen people come after me. I've seen people come after Andrew Tate. Now, obviously, Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate, they're much bigger than me and better in their delivery of the message. But if you're rich, you don't have to go out there and criticize women in the way that Andrew Tate does. It doesn't make any sense. Do you know why? Because if you're rich, you can continue to be rich, help other guys get rich, form communities of guys get rich, and you can completely ignore the women that you don't want to be around. That's how everybody else does it. You know, rich guys, I'm talking about guys who are doing very well. Entitlement and feminism and all this other stuff that guys talk about, on the other side of the coin, because I'm not rich, but I know guys who are. They don't deal with this stuff like that. At all. They don't deal with it. Want to know why? They don't need to deal with it. It's completely ridiculous. It's not worth their time. Which is why they don't deal with it. And what a lot of guys got to start to do is, because every guy that's going to come out now that has this point of view is going to suffer severely. And the case is, suffer for what? And I've seen it. I've seen guys get almost literally destroyed for just giving an opinion. Like, look at like media stories and reviews. I mean, this guy is clean as they come. And again, he's in the, what y'all would consider like, the more mainstream manosphere, as opposed to somebody like me. And you just hear what they have to say about somebody like that. I mean, you got folks wishing, all kind of death on people, which is ridiculous in itself. And this is what you're dealing with. How men have to fight entitlement is men have to start coming together and completely rejecting the idea of being, like I said, stepdads, being simps, and empowering themselves to be successful, to completely not deal with what's going on. Now it's going to take effort in today's world. No longer are you going to be allowed to be like, okay, yeah, you're overweight and you're whatever. No, it's not going to go like that. Whoever's talking that kind of stuff, immediately going to get washed away. They're coming for guys like that. They want to ruin you. And of course, if what he's doing is illegal, he's dumb to even talk about that if this is true. But there's no way. The only way to get about it is to create more successful men who can raise the kind of standards of the women they want to do and completely ignore the ones that don't want to be there. It's the only way. It's the only way. And a lot of guys are going to have a problem with that, because it's easy to come on here, and I'm going to be real. It's easy to champion what Kevin was talking about, although he's true. It's easy to come on here and champion what Andrew Tate is talking about. And a lot of stuff he's saying is true. It's very difficult for you to get up there every day, put in the actual work that it takes, change your life, and to not put up with some of the stuff that guys are talking about versus watching guys on YouTube talk about it all day. That's the difference. Because every guy that comes out here speaking those kind of facts, they're going to be deplatformed. I'm telling you right now. Your hardcore guys from the MGTOW days, look at them right now on YouTube. What guys are there now? They're not there now. All right? Like in 2015, you had hard body guys in MGTOW. I mean, they were dropping bombs too. We all know that these guys were right about what they were saying about what's going on in America, especially with men and dating. We all get it. But combine that with being opulent and living a flashy lifestyle. Now you got that kind of stuff that you don't need behind you, and people trying to bring you down. And then the guys in the subscriber count section can't help you. Once the feds get a hold of it, they're not going to come get you out of jail. They're not. So then it becomes almost worthless. Men have to start thinking power like other groups think power, like the Jews or LGBTQ. How do you run the tables on the laws and get power? This is what guys got to start to do. Otherwise, all you're going to be is complaining about the same thing. We all complain about the same thing. We got to get out of that. As men, we have to really look at what's going on, help each other out, develop industries, participate in industries, and really build communities that keep people that we want out. That's what every group does. That's what rich people do. Do you think that rich people, for example, you know what? I'm really tired of poor people. Let's take, for example, okay? Rich people. I'm really tired of the poor. Those who beg. Those who are out here committing crimes. I'm really tired of these people. Imagine a rich person saying in that context, right? Now, can they feel that way? I believe there's some truth to it. But how do they protect themselves? People work hard to become successful, to become exclusive. Okay, so that person can't reach me. Let's try something else. That's what you see. People try to be exclusive. And men are going to have to be exclusive. Men are going to have to work hard to become exclusive. In other words, we're not putting up with it. We don't want to hear it. We're not going to deal with X, Y, and Z from X, Y, and Z person at all. We don't like it. So therefore, we're going to work together and work hard so that we can keep X, Y, and Z person out of the community. Because we don't want them to be there. Unless men have that attitude, nothing's going to change. And when people start to see men working together, men coming together, men trying to help each other, you're going to see the attitudes of a lot of things change in America. But not until that time. I know guys don't want to hear it. I know that you don't. But that's the truth, guys. It's the God's honest truth. I know you don't like it. I know you don't like what I'm saying. I know you're not feeling it. But until you brothers out there understand, hey, this is how it's going to be, we're not going to get anywhere. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.